Hey everybody, it's Mark T, and it's time for a Boku no Hero Academia review. Yes, I'm finally continuing on with this series, but to save some time and to save some, a huge amount of weeks in between time, I've decided just to do the last 4 episodes within 2 videos. So, let's do it. First episode, this 2-part is Encounter with the Unknown. So, basically, as we follow up from the previous episode, a bunch of villains known as the Legion of Villains have all appeared in front in this closed off section of the school where only our young students and 2 well-trained pro heroes are. So they're clearly outmatched. Anyways, Eraserhead goes very quick, taking out a bunch of the much weaker villains, while one of the shadowy villains that I'm not quite sure what his name is ends up separating all of our characters into separate groups. Midoriya ends up in a group with Sue and Mineta, I believe is how you say his name, and they are basically stuck on a boat and are basically being attacked by water-based creatures, and they're kind of effed until Midoriya comes up with a very brilliant plan of, well, having a huge crash in the water and, having them all stuck together. It's very hard to explain. You really have to see it. Throughout all this, though, we also get to see the other groups handling their own villains, particularly Todoroki, who seems to be taking on like these lower-class villains like they were nothing because of his incredibly powerful ice powers. And yeah, so that basically happens in that episode, a bunch of battling and stuff, and it ends on Midoriya's plan succeeding and all of the water-based villains being stuck together and thrown up into the air, and I'm assuming just slamming into the boat. We follow up with the second episode, Game Over, where we see just how dangerous these actual villains are, particularly the character with like all the hands on his body. I don't know what his name is, but yeah, we see just how dangerous he is when he's basically able to completely immobilize Eraserhead to the point where he's literally pinned to the ground by one of the big beasts he brings with him. We also see what's happening with all the other other younger heroes. We see Bakugo and I can't remember his friend's name, taking on a bunch of villains, and we just see a lot of the other students. We also see one of my favorite heroes, 13, get kind of torn to shreds by the shadowy figure, which is just thing. Like, one thing I have to say is that this show, like, maybe it's just I didn't pay enough attention when I was reading the manga, but this show really emphasizes just how dangerous these villains are. I never felt that there was like that big a risk, but no, this show shows exactly how dangerous they are. They completely immobilize Eraserhead to the point where both of his arms are broken, and then the villains go after Izuku's group, and they're basically not even able to hold them off to the point where it takes All Might booming in to to distract everybody so that they're prepared to get ready for battle. Honestly, the first episode was pretty good, but like the second episode was just like outrageous. I really didn't know what to expect in the long run. It's been such a long time since I've read those chapters. But yeah, it shows just how serious a situation this is. I mean, you never really think about it, but these are just 14-year-olds and 2 fully experienced heroes. These are kids that probably haven't seen like anything like this other than on the news. So you see how much terror and fear are genuinely in their eyes when they see some of their heroes like getting completely obliterated by a bunch of these villains. Overall, it looks like everything's gonna end well. We have 2 more episodes to go, and I'm probably gonna have that video up by tomorrow. Anyway, that's it for now, so I'll catch y'all later.